The following contest is scheduled for one fall. About to make his way to the ring representing Sports Entertainment Extreme from Atlanta, Georgia. This is Mike Sanders.
Well, yet to come tonight in this broadcast, we will have first a new tag team champions will be crowned. We also will find out who the #1 contender is to Jeff Jarrett when Raven faces off with AJ Styles, but I can't get that out of my mind. Seeing D'Lo Brown, Jeff Jarrett, and the American Dream cleaning house on the NWA Next Generation.
You know, you people probably think there's a lot of dissension among the ranks in sex. Don't get me wrong, we're as tight as we ever been. Tonight, I'm gonna dedicate this match, this victory, to my mentor, Vince Russo.
Well, he was expecting enhancement talent. Instead, he got a true legend of professional wrestling because Hacksaw
And his opponent
is here in this
from
house.
Glens Falls, New York, Hacksaw Jim Duggan.
Somebody, this is kind of funny, Mike. It's somebody that Mike Sanders and Glenn Bernie ditched on a few weeks ago.
Called him, I think, a cartoon character. Yeah, hey, Sanders, we got your enhancement talent right here.
What's on that board, brother? Hello, Mr. Today.
Great to see you, Jim.
Nice to see you, sir.
Welcome to NWA TNA.
Thank you very much. Who's this guy? Let's hear one, brother. Oh!
How about that? Hacksaw in
I love NWA TNA. You never know who's going to show up, Mike.
Well, let's see how this so-called cartoon character, as Mike Sanders called him several weeks ago in that interview that I had with him, does against one of the leaders of Sports Entertainment Extreme. You hear the very familiar chant that always accompanies Hacksaw Jim Duggan to the ring. And of course, what else always accompanies him to the ring? The infamous 2x4.
I'll tell you what, I don't know what Mike Sanders thought he was going to get into tonight. Enhancement talent. He got a true legend. Somebody that, if you could say sports entertainment, you think of a guy like Jim Duggan, but he lived it and breathed it and was it, Mike.
And Sanders bails out as Duggan picks up the 2x4. Referee Andrew Thomas trying to get it out of his hands. We used to have to love the surprises here on NWA TNA.
D'Lo Brown, Hacksaw Duggan, I'm telling you, Mike.
Here we go.
He can still get the crowd in the palm of his hand, Mike.
Getting them fired up for this one-on-one contest. Certainly the power, the weight advantage, and the experience advantage goes to Hacksaw Jim Duggan. Sanders, however, realizes that he's representing Sports Entertainment Extreme, a united Sports Entertainment Extreme locker room. And you know that one thing Sanders doesn't want to do at this point is let down the troops.
No, he's got to pull out a big victory here. And I'll tell you what, right now, Duggan just ran him out of the ring.
Series of running clotheslines sends Sanders bailing out to the floor.
Unbelievable, Mike. You never know who you're going to see. But I tell you what, though, Mike Sanders has to regroup here. He's got to put off the fact that it's a legend out there in the ring with him, and he's just got to get to business.
And you know, Mike Sanders didn't know who his opponent was going to be tonight. But Sports Entertainment Extreme loves to play that game as well with their special rules, like we'll see tonight. Which two members of Triple X will be fighting America's Most Wanted for the NWA World Tag Team Championships? So the NWA, the tradition of the National Wrestling Alliance, we can play their games too. And Duggan is going to follow up out here on the floor. Big clubbing blow to the back. Pushes the cameraman out of the way. Send him right here to the table. Right there.
Wow, straight on it. I'll tell you what a lot of people may not remember, Mike, is that Mike Sanders and Glenn Gilberti pretty much knocked on Hacksaw in an interview that you had with him a few weeks ago. He obviously took it personal.
Well, Duggan gives Sanders the opening. Hacksaw slow to get back into the ring, and Sanders takes advantage of that. Trying to choke the life out of Duggan. Follows up. Big punches to the back, but look at Duggan. Oh boy, Duggan got right in his face almost as if to tell him to bring it on, and Sanders did, took him down to the mat.
The crowd chanting USA.
And you know that Jim Duggan thrives on hearing that chant from the crowd. Jim Duggan comes to life when he hears the fans here in the TNA Asylum chanting USA, and Duggan slowly gets to a knee.
I almost feel sorry for Mike Sanders in these patriotic times, Mike, to have to be going against somebody that represents.
What? You feel sorry for what?
I feel sorry for Mike Sanders out there and what he's having to deal with the crrowd.
Sanders goes for the lateral press, gets a 2 count on Duggan. This time hooks the leg, goes for another pin and gets another 2 count.
Tell you what, he's taking over control right now.
Yeah, no question that the momentum of this matchup has swung dramatically in the favor of Mike Sanders. Duggan in the driver's seat in total control in the opening minutes of this match. Had Sanders reeling, but Sanders has turned it around. And you know, as far as Sanders is concerned, the longer that this match goes, I think the favor really goes towards Mike Sanders.
Absolutely. You know, there's no substitute for experience, but also age and youth, and you know, in the long run, it goes to Mike Sanders, like you said.
The longer this match goes on, that advantage will go to Mike Sanders.
I don't know if you noticed, but Mike, when he could there, would lean up and get his feet on the ropes to get him some extra torque.
A little extra leverage on the ropes and a little extra weight behind that hold. Referee Andrew Thomas, well, not able to see Sanders, who has very good timing, able to move those feet off the ropes just before the referee took a look.
There it is, the thumbs up.
Can Duggan mount a comeback? He's got to get to a knee.
You can see the look in Mike Sanders' eye. He knew it was coming.
He's up to the vertical base. Trying to fight off Sanders. Now going to reverse him off into the ropes.
Oh, God.
Just level him with that big right. And a left and a right on the chin. Duggan to the corner mount.
Oh.
You ready to count along?
Here we go.
Repeated shots from Hacksaw Jim Duggan. Mike Sanders in trouble. Here's the opportunity for Duggan. Can he put him away? Smart move by Sanders, fighting out of the corner. Ooh, turned him around in the corner. Jacked his jaw with another right.
Well, he hasn't lost focus, and that's very important. It's very important for SEC, Sports Entertainment Extreme, and it's very important for Mike personally.
Sanders able to avoid the contact in the corner. Mid-rope moonsault does not connect. Oh! But that running charging clothesline did.
He got it!
He got it!
He got
The
it!
winner of the match, Hacksaw Jim Duggan.
Well, maybe Mr. Sanders will now have a little bit of respect for the tradition of professional wrestling as represented by Hacksaw Jim Duggan. Whoa, Glenn Gilberti making his way towards the ring area, now getting into the ring.
He's obviously not going towards the guy with the 2x4. Oh, he's giving it to Mike Sanders right there in the middle of the ring, Mike.
This is what we talked about earlier. if you're Mike Sanders, you can't afford to have a loss under these conditions. With Gilberti bringing the sports entertainment troops together, with the unity that we've seen from Sports Entertainment Extreme.
And you got to give Gilberti the credit. He's doing everything he can to bind them guys together. Oh, man, bad move.
Goes for the cheap shot, and the 2-on-1 not doing too well at this point. I would say that's a meeting of the minds, but I think that would be an overstatement when it comes to Sanders and Gilberti. Whoa! What a cheap shot by Gilberti. He clipped him from behind. He took out his knee. Oh, now they're putting the
giving
boots
it to him now. No, they're not hearing the bell, I can tell you that.
Yeah, the bell isn't going to stop them, but maybe the officials from the back will.
I'll tell you what, that won't make you a favorite of the crowd.
Finally, we get the referees out here. Gilberti's not going to take no for an answer.
Just when you think that they're getting under control, something like this happens, Mike. And it's
I think for Sports Entertainment Extreme, sort of 2 steps forward.
Yeah, 1 step
and
back.
one big one back. But Hacksaw Jim Duggan, bottom line, scores the win, gets the victory over Mike Sanders. Wow.
Unbelievable. What a great treat for the crowd. What a great treat for wrestling fans to see one of the great wrestlers of all time come out and put it to one of the members of Sports Entertainment Extreme.
And yet to come, Raven versus Styles, #1 contender. But first, let's go to Goldilocks. AJ Styles requested this interview and he requested the location.